Dabo, I want you to look me in my eyes, buddy. What are you doing? When are you gonna learn how to score some points? What's the definition of not an idiot, but insane? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result? That's what Dabo Swinney and Clemson has done the past 4 years. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't want to sound too corny when I say this, but as you can read right here, I'm back. And more importantly, college football is back. This game is not over quite just yet. But first things first, let me say, I know y'all want me to start talking about this game, and I'm going to and just say the game's not even over. There is, I'll show you, 4 minutes left in the game. It is a milli whopping, to say the least. Let me turn it down so y'all can hear me loud and clear. Don't want to pick up some of that audio. Okay, that should be good. First things first. Okay, y'all got me. I'm smiling. I tried to be all serious and whatnot, but I can't hold it any longer. I'm so excited. The college football season is officially here. Granted, we had week 0 last week. We had the mid at best Colorado Buffaloes play Thursday night, but this is when I really label college football as being back. Week 1, when we got all the big time teams playing. Let me see what Klubnik does here, dropping back on 1st and 10. Man, he's struggling. I'll get to that in a second. Anyways, like I was saying, I can't wait for another great season with you guys, with this community. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. But more importantly, I can't wait to be making a crap ton of reaction videos. Hope you guys are looking forward to them. This will not be the only one today. We probably going to react to the Bama game, got to it, Kalen DeBoer, Miami, Florida. There's so many other games, so don't let this be the last video you watch today. Come on back. Later today, we're going to talk about all these other big-time games and teams. There might be an upset. Who knows? It's week 1. But man, oh man. Let me get the whiteboard out of the way. I might be moving around and stuff. I'll be okay over here. Clip up, clip up. The score is 34-3, Georgia. 1st and 10, Klubnik's going to drop back. Little dump off. The game's over. Will Clemson score a late touchdown here to make it look not so bad? Probably, but we all know this game was ugly. Not from start to finish. At halftime, it was only 6-0. I gotta be honest with y'all. I was telling my neighbor this too. We was talking about it. Clemson, I know if you didn't watch the game, you're like, man, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. But believe it or not, Clemson, and if you see me looking over here, I'm still watching the game. Man, that Georgia defensive line's unreal. Clemson impressed me in the first half. They look okay. Offensively, heck to the no, struggled mightily. They've struggled in the second half mightily. But defensively, and my biggest takeaway from the first half is I saw 2 hard-nosed physical football teams going at it. I thought this was going to be a slugfest, like a 10 to, maybe not 10, probably like a, I don't know, 17-13 type of ball game. Come down to the last drive or something. First half was promising and looking amazing. Maybe I'm a little old school, but I love me a good old-fashioned 6-0 ball game at half with two great teams. Now, not like Iowa, that's just awful, but eventually they'd put it together. My point is, you had two great teams going at it. If I was a Clemson fan, I'd be pleased by the first half. Offense. It's the elephant in the room. You probably came to this video because you want me to talk about it. You want me to say it. But come on, man. You know what I'm about to say next. Clemson offense is a carbon copy paste of last year. Now I'm thinking about it. My prediction. Let me see on my phone. People are blowing me up. Holy crap, I only got 2% battery on my phone. My prediction for this game was Georgia 35. So I got close on that. I got 34. And Clemson 20. My bad. My bad, guys. I gave Clemson's offense way too much credit. How did I do that? I don't know. I got Georgia's on the head. I knew Clemson wasn't going to be able to stop them, even though I think Clemson's a solid defensive football team. Georgia's offense is super underrated, one of the best in the nation. Love me some Carson Beck. They got so many. I mean, they got a plethora of running backs. Outstanding. Talent all across the field. Georgia wide receivers look good. Offense line look good. It's Georgia. They're the best team in the nation. I love me some Georgia football. And if you're a new viewer of the channel, sorry, freaking fly in this commercial distracted me. You ever get a fly in the house and you're like, man, it's just annoying me. I don't know how it got in here. You probably can't even see it, but whatever. I guess he's chilling in here with us for the remainder of the day. Back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Georgia, I could, no lie, make a 50-minute video ranting and raving about Georgia football. I love them. Big, physical, strong, fast. They are a phenomenal football team. And some people are going to say, here we go. You got Matt glazing on them. You got Matt D-riding. It's not D-riding, bro. I'm tired of those terms. You got to grow up, be a man. And you got to give respect when respect is due and credit where and when it's due. Georgia is not just a fantastic football team. They're a fantastic program. Kirby Smart is the best head coach in the nation. His coaching staff, one of the best in the nation. Georgia's unreal. Unreal. And the one thing that's always baffled me about Georgia these past couple of years is when they lose all these guys on defense, where they transfer out or go to the NFL. People say, oh yeah, well the defense was great last year, but they lost a lot of guys. Buddy, I'm not going to call you a casual, but if you say stuff like that, you just don't know what you're talking about. Georgia doesn't rebuild, they reload. Yeah, they lost a couple of guys to the NFL. They lost some starters, however you want to say it, however you want to word it. But that just means it's going to be a new opportunity for another 5 or 4 star. They just have dudes all over the field. And if you want to win college football games, like a top 15 matchup, you got to have dudes. Okay, like Colorado, I don't know why we're talking about them so much, but Colorado, for example, they don't got dudes. They got Travis Hunter-Shadur. They got a couple of dudes. Georgia, everyone on the field's got dudes. That's the difference. My biggest takeaway from this game is it's not that Clemson's terrible. It's just that Georgia is who I thought they were. They are a dominant team. Nobody in their right mind should want to play Georgia. You should fear Georgia. So good. And by the way, I'm going to bring it up. They were one of the best 4 teams in the country last year. They should have made the playoff. I said it. And I said it last year. If you watch the video, after Alabama beat them, I still had them in my top 4. They should have made the playoff. This Georgia team's unreal. Game not even over yet. We have some mega long TV timeout. I'll probably finish this video before the game's over. I wish Clemson just run out the clock. Klubnik's going to drop back and it goes to the receiver's hand. Clemson can't do nothing. All right, that's enough about Georgia. Let me walk around here. Calm down. That's enough about Georgia. Okay, if you're a Georgia fan and you're here to hear me hype up your team, that's enough. You are, like I said, I can make a 30-minute video hyping up your team. And I don't even know if it does it justice. Georgia is so freaking elite. They're not good, they're not great, they're elite. So good. So good, so good. Now, all right, Matt, you're kind of glazing them a little bit, buddy. Lock in, sorry. Clemson. Dabo. I want you to look me in my eyes, buddy. What are you doing? When are you going to learn how to score some points? Clemson's offense is embarrassing. They was embarrassing last. How long have they been embarrassing? Dating back to the Ooga-Badoogie day. It's been like Carson Beck, 23-33. Great day from him. We'll pull up the stats in just a second on the whiteboard. They've been abysmal since the Ooga-Badoogie days. And here's the thing. I'm going to say it. DJ Ooga-Badoogie was the scapegoat for Dabo Swinney. Everyone blamed him. He's long gone, and they still can't score points. Not to say that Ooga-Badoogie is good. We know he's an average quarterback at best. But we've seen what Clemson's done without him. Not much. 3 points? Are you kidding me? You couldn't even muster up a touchdown? Wait a minute. Last time Clemson played Georgia, they only scored 3 points too. Ironically enough, back in the Ooga-Badoogie days. It's just embarrassing, man. Just embarrassing. Clemson, I know Georgia scored 34, but here's the thing people don't realize. When your offense is as pathetic as a Clemson offense, it makes it so much harder on the defense, and eventually they just wear down. The Clemson defense is much better than 34 points they gave to Georgia. They just wore down because the offense couldn't help them out. If you play ball, you know what I'm talking about. That happens. It just gets depressing when your offense sucks and you know you're not going to score points. It happens. Whereas for Georgia's defense, they see the offense scoring points. They get a little pep in their step, get a little motivated. They're like, all right, smell blood in the water. Let's get to. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I was going to say they smell blood in the water. Whatever. You get the point. All right, final score. Let's see the chump, Dabo. Look at Dabo. What a loser, man. All right, he's not a loser, but bro, Dabo. Look, one more time. Dabo Swinney, bro. When are you going to learn how to score some points? And I'm going to say that all throughout this video. Oh, my goodness, man. You got... who do we blame? You know what? No. I said this last year. I'm done blaming the quarterback for Clemson. I'm done blaming the offensive coordinator because they've switched them up. I am blaming Dabo Swinney. I blamed him last year. I'm blaming him this year. It's his fault. It's always been the quarterback's fault, the offensive coordinator's fault. No. He's got to take responsibility. This is his team, dude. This is like the 4th straight year the Clemson offense is average at best. And in big games, they're not good at all. 30 points. This is a team that was winning. They won a couple of championships. What is going on? I'm telling you, man, the Clemson, it was like a mini dynasty. It's over. People talk about Alabama dynasty falling off and over. Nah. This is the definition of falling off. This is the definition of going out sad. It's pathetic. Pathetic. You're not even competing. You didn't compete. You lost by 31. Dabo Swinney, bro. I don't want to discredit what he's done, but the game has passed him by. I said in my prediction video. I've said it for the past 3 years. Dabo Swinney is a dinosaur. He hasn't adapted. Okay, the offense struggles, not because of Klubnik. I'm giving them a pass. Not because of Garrett Riley. It's because of Dabo. My phone is on 2%. Can it get us to this video? Because I want to pull up these stats. We're going to try. Let me reset the camera, too, so we don't run out of time. I think we're fine, but just to be safe. All right, back at it. Let's pull up the whiteboard. I'm not even going to write down Klubnik's stats, but it was okay. I know he didn't do anything phenomenal, but I really just think it's the scheme. 18 for 29, $140. Did have that one interception, but that was just a great play. He was okay. Not good, not bad. He's okay. Carson Beck, one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. 23 for 33, 280 through the air, 2 touchdowns. Love me some Carson Beck. Rushing yards, because more times than not, the team that dominates the line of scrimmage or wins it, they win these ball games. Want to take a gander at how many rushing yards Georgia had? Wow, really impressive. By the way, who would have thought this? Nate Frazier, leading rusher, 11 carries, 83 yards. Nice. I believe that's the true freshman, right? I don't think he's a redshirt. It might be the true freshman. Could be wrong on that. Georgia's got so many great running backs. Anyways, getting a little carried away here. Georgia had 27 carries. Actually, no. Let's do this. I want to have the numbers jumbled up. Georgia had 160. 9 rushing yards, which isn't insane. Not insane, but here's what is. Hope you can see that. 6.3 yards per carry. That is going to get the job done. 2 tutties. Clemson. Woo. You're in for a rude stat with this. Worse than what I thought. I knew it was bad, but not this bad. They had 46 rushing yards. This many yards per carry. 2.0. Why did I say 0.0? I could have said 2. But you get the point. 2 yards per carry? Dude, that's awful. No lie. I know you're trying to be funny, but I seriously think, bro, I could do a quarterback sneak, fall straight down, and get 2 yards per carry. That's crazy. That is crazy. Here was your difference maker, outside of Clemson's offense being just booty juice. 6.3 yards per carry, 2 yards per carry. Let's go up here. Total yards. Actually, we'll erase it. This is insane, dude. Georgia had 447 total yards. Clemson, let me double check. $188. What was their third down conversions, real quick? Clemson on third down, 4 for 13. That's enough of the stats. I don't need to see any more. You don't need to see any more. Well, guys, there's not too much more to be said. Clemson can't move the ball. And it sounds like I'm repeating myself. It's because I am. They got a problem on their hands. They've had a problem for a while. And I don't even know if it's fair. I know some people are going to bring it up. Oh, it's because Dabo don't use the transfer portal. This is not a transfer portal issue. Oh, y'all can't see me pointing right here. I guess I could, but why am I so close to the camera, bro? What am I doing this year? It's like I got to knock off the rust. Ain't done this in a while. Here we go. Now I'm not all up in your grill. My apologies. This ain't a transfer portal thing. I don't know if it's a culture thing. The only thing I know to do is put the blame on Dabo. This is a schematic issue. They just got to change some things. Do some more trick plays. Throw some different passes, plays in there. You just got to change something. It's like when you're doing something in life and it's not working, what's the definition of not an idiot, but insane? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results? That's what Dabo Swinney and Clemson has done the past 4 years. And that's why it's so frustrating to be a Clemson fan. Because you are doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Gotta change some things, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. There's many other games we gotta get to. Florida and Miami, they kick off here shortly, so I wanna watch that. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But they're all